Are you parenting your child or a version of you in them that you wish you were? That's a tough question, isn't it? Kai! Many parents unknowingly, because I used to do it, I'm guilty as charged, place expectations on their children that don't match who their children are or want to be. Now, here are some signs, just in case you're asking, am I one of those things? Yes. Here are some signs that you're parenting an imaginary you through your child instead of the real one. 1, you push them into activities you love instead of what excites them. That's number 1. Play guitar by force. They don't want it. It's you that wants to play. 2, you expect them to act like you did at their age, even though their personality is different. 3, you feel disappointed when they don't match the vision you had for them. My sister and brother, is it your vision or is it God's vision? Now, here are some dangers of forcing your identity on your kids. I'll share a few with you actually. Kids who grow up feeling like they're not enough, they develop low confidence, low self-worth, low self-esteem, anxiety, and difficulty in making independent decisions. They keep looking, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? When children feel accepted for who they are, however, they grow up with confidence and self-trust and self-worth and all the beautiful things that come in between. I'm going to share some practical strategies with you today to help discover your children's strength. Because maybe you're still asking questions, right? I want you to try this. Instead of asking, why don't you like this? I want you to ask your children, what do you enjoy the most? Can you bring yourself down and ask them that question? What do you enjoy the most? Let's do it together. I want you to celebrate their progress, not just perfection. Shift from you need to do better to I see how hard you have worked on this and I salute you and celebrate you. I want you to give choices. Let them make small decisions, clothes, hobbies, interests, and it will help build their self-trust and self-esteem. I remember one day somebody called me and said, oh, they wanted my child to come for a play date. And I immediately said, no, I'll give you 2 instances. I said, I don't think she's going to come. I don't think she will like it. I don't think she enjoys this kind of thing. And I came back home and I was just, I just mentioned it to my daughter. Oh, well, this person invited you to do X, Y, Z. But I told them no. She said, why, mommy? Your feelings are your feelings. Mine are mine. You should have asked me first before saying no. If you see the cold water that I felt falling from the heavens all down my body, now, I had 2 choices. I could have said, you must be blatantly rude. You must be mad, like we say in Nigeria. Or apologize and say, you're so right. I should have taken permission from you before saying no on your behalf. And I apologized for it. And I asked her, now I took the time to ask her, would you like to go? And she said, yes, mommy. And I picked up my phone and I called them immediately and I said, she would like to come. Is the offer still open? Another one, I said yes on her behalf without asking her. Then I returned home and I said, oh, you're going to go to so place and go and play with so person. She said, why? I said, because they offered and I accepted. She said, but mommy, you didn't ask me. And immediately, once again, I said, you're right. I apologize. I assumed that since the last one you said yes to, you said yes to again this one. And I said yes. I said intentionally because I'm trying to crack a joke at myself. But guess what? She didn't go. She said she didn't want to go. So I called them back and I apologized once again on my behalf for assuming that it would be an event that she would like to go to. And I told them, we would, do a rain check. Can your child say that to you? And you'll feel comfortable and apologize to that child for taking a decision. Or for example, we're going out and I say, I think you should wear this. And she says, no, mommy, I have my own style. I would rather wear this. Mommy, you're teaching me to be stylish. So can I create my own style? And I say, yes, you can. Go and bring out what you would like to wear. And it's appropriate for the event we're going to. I say to her, choose your style. Sometimes I even dress up and she says, mommy, I don't like what you're wearing. It's not giving. She'll do her fingers. It's not giving life. Can you change this and do your hair like this? And I'll say, yes, baby. Do you have that kind of relationship with your children where they feel worthy of having such conversations with you, knowing that you can handle it. So what do I do now? I ask questions. If my daughter says, Mommy, I want to knit, I buy her all the kits that she uses. Then on top of my money, she will now make the thing and sell it to me, like what I'm wearing on my hand is rubber bands that they gave to her. She made this bracelet and told me that I must pay 1,000 naira for it. And I shall pay because I've collected it and I'm already rocking it. What do they like to do that you can do with them? I paint with my daughter. In fact, we do painting competition. I buy painting books, paint all those things. And we sit down, we paint, we draw, sometimes we do style, dress up. And she comes into my wardrobe, where's my shoes, where's my clothes? I can't do the same for her. Her clothes is smaller than mine, right? But what are the things that you can do? Sometimes is we sing together. We stand outside and count the stars and look for the moon, half moon, no moon. What do you do with your children that make them feel self-assured, that make them feel like they can trust you with the things that concern them? And they can tell you, Mommy, I'm interested in, Mommy, this. I remember the day I said to my daughter to do ballet. She started. Then I said she must do taekwondo because I want to do taekwondo. And I've not been able to. But she has it in her school. I didn't ask her. I enforced it on her. One day, she came and said, Mommy, I'm not doing taekwondo. I said, really? Why? She said, I chose art instead. I said, really? She said, yes. I would rather draw the people doing the taekwondo than do it myself. And I said to her, go ahead. Go ahead. And that was the dream of taekwondo going down the drain for her. Because it was actually my dream, not her dream. Some of us parents, we tell our children to do all kinds of things, not because those children want it, but because you missed out on it. And you want your children to carry on from where you stopped. But your children are not you. They're different. They want different things. They've been put on earth for different reasons. And they have their own unique personalities. Allow them thrive. Allow them be. Ask interested questions. So here are some exercises that I'm going to share with you. I've come with my exercises. I want you to ask yourself. It's a reflection. It's the who is my child reflection. I want you to write down 3 things that your child, you see because you're observant. And if you don't know, be observant today. And ask yourself, what are the 3 things that my child naturally enjoys? And if you don't know, ask them. And then ask yourself, are you supporting these things or are you trying to change them? And then another activity is the one-on-one activity test. Ask your child to pick an activity they love. And then I want you to spend time doing it with them without giving any instructions or corrections. Just enjoy it with them and play with them as they want it. Remember, as they, keyword, your child. Now, your call to action for today is, if you're committed to parenting your real child, type I see you in the comments. Because every child, every human being wants to be seen. Because some of these parenting styles stem from a place of insecurity and low self-esteem. And I, Adiola, I am your go-to guide to change that around. I want you to book a session with me today. I would help you deal with all those insecurities and change all those things, the baggage that you carry and the trauma that you carry. And then again, I've got a new book, The Transformed You. I want you to buy this book. It's on a pre-launch at the moment. Description in the link below. It's going for 10,000 naira at the moment. $10 if you're out of this country. That's for the pre-launch. After that, the book doubles. Okay? So please buy this book. It will teach you so much. It will teach you how to look at the things that are not working, and you will stare them in their eyes. And then you will create a strategy and put a process in place for how you want your life to evolve. This book would help you parent better, because the parenting will start with you. My brothers and sisters, at the end of the day, parenting is not about raising a perfect child. You're not perfect either. It's about raising a child who feels loved, who feels understood and confident to be themselves. Yeah? The connection with them is the foundation for everything else that will happen in their lives. So you've got to make that foundation so strong and sturdy that when they build things on top of it, it will last. Because one day, they won't just be your child. They'll be an adult who either runs to you or runs away from you. The choice, as they say, is yours. And the choice starts today. My name is Adiola Kingsley James. Love and light.